Hello and welcome to Bonus Dad.
Bonus Daughter, a special father-daughter podcast with me, Hannah.
And me, Davey, where we discuss our differences, similarities,
Share a few laughs and stories
within our ever-changing and complex world.
Each week we will discuss a topic
From our own point of view.
and influences throughout the decades.
Or you could choose one by contacting us.
Via email, Instagram, Facebook or TikTok. Hello and welcome to another episode of Bonus Dad, Bonus Daughter. Today we are... Should we do life update actually first?
Yeah, what have we been up to?
We went to Thorpe Park.
We did go to Thorpe Park.
We did. What did you think?
I'll be honest. I will be honest. Coming off the back of Disney,
Yeah.
it's...
It's not the best for theming.
It's not the best for theming, but the rides were good. But
The rides were good, yes.
About 3 weeks after Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad time to go to Thorpe Park.
Yeah.
But you haven't been since you were...
I can't even remember the last time I went. You told me when I went.
I don't know, because I don't ever remember going with you to Thorpe Park. Alton Towers, yes, but Thorpe Park...
Have we actually been together then?
Who knows?
Maybe not.
We'll need to ask our fact checker.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll need to ask her, but I'm not 100% sure. Obviously I've been countless times over the years. In fact, I've been already 3 times this year now. That was my 3rd visit.
Well, you've got like a Merlin Gold Pass, haven't you? So you can go to theme parks quite a lot because
Yeah, we are Merlin Pass holders. So Alton Towers and Thorpe Park is in there.
Yeah.
Any Sea Life Centre across the UK as well. If you want
Is
to
it
see some
really?
fishies, yeah.
Oh,
We've been to Warwick
okay.
Castle on it as well, which is cool. We would never have done that if we hadn't got the Merlin Pass. So that was pretty cool.
So is Merlin's a company, isn't it, that owns all those theme parks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Theme parks and attractions. Also Cadbury World as well.
Is it?
Chocolate.
Oh, we've been to Cadbury World.
We have been to Cadbury World.
We've been to Cadbury World. It's in Bourneville.
Bourneville, indeed.
Bourneville, yeah. That's my favourite chocolate, Bourneville.
I know it is. What did you think of your first ride on the tallest roller coaster in the UK?
I'm not going to lie, right?
Hyperia.
I had my eyes closed at the start because
Up the lift hill.
You know my feelings about lift hills. I do not like them when they go slow. But to be fair, that was a fairly quick one.
It's a quick boy.
It is fairly quick.
Mac are quite good at making a quick lift hill.
Yeah. But once I'm at the top, and as soon as we start going down, I'm fine. Eyes open, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. But
yeah, that first part, I must have. But so you know when you come around the beginning bit.
And you get chucked onto the left-hand side for no apparent
reason. No.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you come round, but everybody's still in the queue, can see you, can't you?
Yeah.
So what I did, this is how vain I am, and I thought, I don't want people to see that I've got my eyes closed. So I just stared at one point until we went past the queue.
Was it like one random lady?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, why was he staring at me? Have I got something on my face?
Oh, no, I wasn't looking at someone in the queue. I was looking at in the actual car itself. So I was
in the car.
Yeah, I was looking at that one specific point, and then at the corner of my eye, the second we got to the last person in the queue, I realised I couldn't see me anymore. I just went.
Which means you are capable of not being a worse.
Well, no, no, not really. It's just I was more thinking, because there were kids on that ride, like 6-7 years old.
Well, that's not true because the height restriction. But
I know, but you know what I mean, yeah. And so I was like, I can't be seen to do that. But yeah, once we started going, it was really good fun. It was really good fun.
Enjoyed it.
I did only go on it once though, because you did go on it. You guys went on it twice.
We went on it twice, yeah.
Yeah, but there was a reason why I did.
Go on, talk about your reason.
Yeah, so I had to have a little bit of a sit down because the previous week.
He's old.
No, well I am, but that wasn't the reason. But the previous week I put some pork in the slow cooker, and then I decided that I'd make crackling, and I put the pork fat onto a baking tray, and as it came out the oven, it clipped and hot oil poured all over my foot. So my foot is quite badly damaged, and walking was an issue. And then when we got to see where the ride was, I was like, I literally can't walk anymore. I need to sit down and rest my foot. So there I was, while you were on Hyperia, with my trainers off, my socks off, with a bandaged foot sitting by the toilets. It didn't look great.
Yes, a wounded soldier we have.
Yeah, yeah. I'll spare you the image. I am wearing
Yeah.
socks today. So.
I'm not putting that image up on
No,
the...
no, 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 no. No one needs to see
It would
that.
need a trigger warning.
That
if
would
so,
definitely
if
need a
so,
trigger warning.
if so.
But so I mean, but that was a fun ride.
Enjoyed it.
I did enjoy that. Swarm was good. I must admit, Swarm is my favourite ride. There.
Yes, yes, it is. That's
Yeah,
my favourite Thorpe Park
That is my
as
favourite
well.
ride there. But I do like it's the restraints. I really like
Gorgeous,
those
aren't they?
restraints.
Yep.
They're comfy.
Very comfortable.
And-
Bucket.
Yeah.
Comfortable restraints.
Yeah. And
Upside down.
Mitchell was telling me that they were kind of like the in-between stage between the overhang and the lap bulb, which on. So, but I don't see why they didn't catch on.
Yeah,
I don't know why they
I would
didn't.
assume some sort of maintenance and or supply chain issue
Yeah.
with like maybe the rubber thing. That
Possibly.
because no other seat is really made of that type of rubber.
No.
That would be my educated guess.
Yeah,
I
but I
was-
mean things like Manta Ray, they use those types as well because when you kind of the flying type coasters, they use that.
Yes, they
But-
do. Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, Saw went on Saw. Did give me a headache.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I felt
not a
like I was
good one.
being rattled around.
We don't actually go on that one anymore when we go to Thorpe Park because we just end up with a headache afterwards and it ruins the rest of the day.
Yeah,
We did warn you guys, but we also wanted you to experience it at least once.
exactly. So
And you got
yeah.
to. And
Yeah, I did bet on it, and,
Yeah.
and Colossus as well, which was good.
Colossus is good, but again, it's an old ride and it's a bit of a bone rattler.
It is. Again,
shaker.
it's one of those ones where I think if they'd have had a better type of restraint on there.
It needs a new car. So it had a glow up recently. By glow
Yeah.
up, I mean it had a repaint.
Mm.
So it's had that done. And I was wondering then, you know, are you going to replace your trains? But
Yeah.
they did not.
Mhm.
That would make that ride a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Plus, it's kind of one of those rides that's it's so old and so outdated that it doesn't accommodate for the growing population in terms of how I don't know how big we are as humans now.
Yeah.
It was made when
Yeah.
we were a lot smaller,
Yeah.
I guess, and it hasn't really. It's not very universal.
Yeah, I know.
in
I know
body
what you mean.
shape and
Yeah,
size.
I know what you
yeah.
mean. But it is good. It
Yeah.
was good fun. It
Yeah,
was
it's a
good
good
fun.
one.
I
It's a
did
good one.
enjoy. I like this the inversions.
You haven't mentioned Nemesis, which is Mitchell's favourite.
Oh, I keep because Nemesis is what I always kind of
Nemesis
attribute
is-
to Alton Towers, but
yeah.
I mean it's just Nemesis is just. I mean I've ridden that so many times. I know exactly what's going to happen where.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a fun one though.
it is a
Nemesis
fun
is
one.
a fun
Yeah, it's
coaster.
I'll keep. Yeah, it's like old reliable. It's
Yeah,
like old faithful.
It's comfort. It's
Yeah.
a comfort blanket, I think. Nemesis.
Yeah.
Nemesis. And
I mean,
Turbo.
Nemesis got to the point where you get to and you're so familiar, or I'm so familiar with it. It's like, oh, let's try and get on the back seat, or let's do
Yeah.
the front one this time, or actually, I don't want to be whipped around, so let's go and sit in the middle, or let's sit on. It's got to that stage with that
where
particular ride.
where you want to ride it
Yeah.
as comfortably as possible.
Oh my god, The Walking Dead. Oh. So yeah, The Walking Dead is I mean, I was the photograph of us. We looked thoroughly bored. It was like, what is this? But there was a group of females, weren't they? I mean, they weren't very old.
A group of females, a group of schoolgirls.
Yeah,
you're allowed
yeah,
to say that. that's
Yeah,
fine.
and they weren't very old. They were essentially
No.
schoolgirls.
Yeah, I would say 14
Bah.
max.
But they were screaming the whole time, and you know that pitch you get where it hurts your ears. It was there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was there.
We weren't as unfortunate as you. We were further back in the car, which is where you want to be on that ride. So the Walking Dead ride used to be backwards. It used to go backwards. It used to be called X, and then X No Way Out. And essentially, it was themed really strangely. Actually, it was like a rave inside. It had,
Yeah.
like strobe lighting. And it was like unst, 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 as you were going backwards around the thing. Backwards, great ride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Forwards, it's a little bit boring. It lacks luster.
Yeah.
Lacks
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it lacks a bit of oomph, and
Yeah.
I much preferred it backwards. And I think it would make a cooler ride backwards if you're escaping The Walking Dead. But you know,
Yeah. It
whatever.
was. It was okay. It was okay.
yeah, it's fine. It used to be better, but yeah. Fun fact about that particular roller coaster: it came out the same year I was born.
Did it really?
Yep.
It's, it's a weird. I mean, the car that you sit in as well is really weird. It's not the most
Old style.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, old
It's
style.
not. It's one of those bars that come down. Couldn't quite get my knees in. Of which I'm showing today. Look, I'm wearing shorts.
Look at them.
Because the sun's out.
The sun is out.
It
That's
is-
why I'm not wearing glasses today because the glare was too much.
It's our 5 seconds of summer.
Yes, it is.
See what I did there?
I do see what you
Yeah.
did there. Would you mind if I did a really cool segue?
Go on.
So the Walking Dead ride.
Walking died.
Died. The Walking Dead ride
Walking died.
opened 1996. 1996 is a millennial. Today we're doing a millennial and boomer quiz.
We are today.
Hey,
yeah,
that was pretty good.
That was good. I liked it.
So you're going to test me on Gen X. I have done. So we're doing 10 questions each, but
Yes.
I've done 5 for millennial, and I've done 5 for boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've done 5 millennial, 5 boomer, and you've done 5 Gen X.
I've done 10 Gen X.
Oh yeah, sorry, 10 Gen X.
So I came up with the idea for this episode and thought we'd do a little bit of a quiz because when we started the podcast off, it was about how things were different between when I was growing up to when Hannah was growing up. But obviously we've done a lot of episodes, and I'm not going to lie, we started to run a little bit out of material. So
we've evolved.
We've evolved. So I came up with an idea of kind of mixing the two of what we kind of do now with
chat shit,
and also go back to what we used to do. So we're going to quiz each other on our relative kind of areas.
in a nice gamey quizzy format.
Yeah, but Hannah had made a really good point, and that she was at a disadvantage in that I was alive during both the Gen X and the millennial period. So I would probably know more than what Hannah would about the Gen X period because...
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, because you weren't alive. So we thought we'd go back, and Hannah was going to do boomer, and then she rang me up and she said that she's done 5 of each.
I've done 5 of each. I hope that's okay.
That's fine.
I've gone against the curve a little bit, but I thought
that's fine.
At least this way. And also, isn't it just fun that I actually prepared for one of our episodes
I
today?
know. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, really impressed. So we have because apparently as well when we did the song quiz, Hannah seems to think that I may have messed up the scoring somewhere along the line.
I don't know if you messed up, or I don't think you messed up actually. Because by the end of it,
go on.
Well, by the end, the numbers made sense, but somewhere in the middle, you might have misread your tallies because I was like, "Are we on 15 or 16 points?" Because I was keeping count as I was listening to it, and I was like, "But he's now saying that we've got 16 and 17, not 15 and 16." It was like that sort of discrepancy, and I was like, that's really weird. So I don't think you messed up. I just think that you said the wrong numbers when you were saying it out loud. But it's cool. We sorted it. I won.
Yeah,
so.
And also, your mum listened to that episode and she was screaming to pow at the with Heart and Soul.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think she used...
T'Pau's most famous song is like China in Your Hand.
I love that song.
Yeah.
It was T'Pau's, yeah. And also, you actually came up with a spring, didn't you?
I did!
You did?
I did!
I actually got a voice note.
Oh my God!
I got a voice note of Hannah just singing this song.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will.
Because it was just like, I was in the car and I was like, Mitchell, pause the radio. We weren't listening to radio, we were listening to Spotify. And I was like, pause, I just need to send Davey a voice note. And then I just sang into the phone, but I retook it 2 times because I kept warbling on the notes and I was like, I can't send him that. Redo it. Can't send him that. Redo it. It was like 3rd time lucky and I was like, that'll do.
Yeah. So that was all I got, was just a voice note of Hannah singing winter, spring, summer or fall. And I just burst out laughing. It was brilliant.
At least you knew what I was on about.
Yeah.
I do that quite often. If I can't think, do you know what I was trying to think of the other day? This is so outside of the quiz. And it's not a quiz question, I promise.
Yeah.
Name both Chuckle brothers.
To me and to you.
Yeah, but Nate, what's their names?
Barry.
Yeah, what's the other one? Yeah, I couldn't think of it either, right? And I was on
Terry?
I was on my way home.
Is it
from
Terry?
My friends.
No.
I was on a night out and we were discussing it on the car on the way back, kind of drunkenly on the way back.
Yeah.
And then I got there.
Is that one of the questions?
No.
Name the Chuckle brothers.
No. 3 days later, I just sent her Paul Chuckle.
Was it Paul?
It's Paul. Barry and Paul.
Barry and Paul.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought his name was Nigel.
Yeah, to me, to you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If that ever comes up in a quiz.
Barry and Paul. There you
Barry.
go. There you go.
Because we all remember Barry Chuckle. Why can't we not remember Paul? I can't remember which one's died either. I think Paul's the one that's passed.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I don't know, but yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so we've designed this quiz. So
back to the quiz.
Back to the quiz. We've designed this quiz. So I'm going to ask a question in multiple choice. Hannah is then going to answer. And we've got, so we don't get the scoring wrong this time, Hannah's decided that we're using whiteboards. And this is the
I
same.
don't trust you.
This is the same whiteboard that Hannah used to pick us up from the airport with as well.
This one specifically,
Yeah.
yes, because I literally just got it from the bag that I took to the airport, which is bad because that was several weeks ago and I haven't undone that bag since.
Mm-hmm.
But we move.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what is the first question?
So the first question to test your Generation X knowledge is...
Remind us, what have you got the years of Generation X?
Generation X is 1965 to
Yeah.
1980.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that because I've got 1981 to 1996 as millennial.
Yes.
Let's go.
So some of these will probably actually more... I've actually kind of gone... Oh, actually...
Have you messed up?
Yeah, I've just looked at some of the questions and they're a little bit post Gen X, but before you were born.
Ah, okay.
So it still works.
Okay,
It still works.
that's fine,
It still
'cause
works.
I wasn't alive then.
Yeah, it still works. Yeah, I did do
Good
these.
job that you found that.
Yeah,
right
I did.
Now.
I did do these questions quite late at night. So yeah.
Can't get the stuff.
I know. Sorry. So
First question.
these are pre Hannah.
Pre-Hannah.
Pre-Hannah.
Pre-1996.
Yes.
Let's go.
So, which video game released in 1980 is considered one of the first major arcade hits? Is it A?
Oh, there's multiple choice.
There's
okay.
multiple choice.
Yeah.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Pac-Man? Is it B, Donkey Kong? Is it C, Space Invaders? Or is it D, Frogger?
Well, I've never heard of Frogger, but I
Yeah.
know that Space Invaders was one of the first,
Yeah.
and I know Pac-Man was quite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Space Invaders.
No.
Oh no!
It was Pac-Man.
It was Pac-Man.
It was Pac-Man.
I'm gutted.
There used to be a joke about Pac-Man in the rave culture, in the rave scene.
Oh, because he's a smiley face.
Because he's a smiley face. Yeah. In the fact that they used to, I've heard it said to me that. So remember when people were saying video games influenced people?
Yes.
And about violent video
Yes.
games influenced
GTA
people.
mostly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. The joke was, it said, when we were growing up, we used to play Pac-Man. And you don't see our generation running around dark corridors, listening to loud music, eating lots of little round things.
But you do.
That was the joke. That was the joke in the
rave
90s.
culture.
Yeah, a rave culture
And
joke.
it's like neon-y.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly. That
Oh
was
my
a rave
God, as
culture
if-
joke. There you
Yeah,
go.
it definitely did. It definitely
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay, my first question for you is.
So that's a 0.
That is a 0.
That's a
I have
nothing.
no points. I was just writing notes.
Nil
down.
point.
Nil point. Just like Eurovision next week. And I was right.
Is that next week?
Yes, next week. I'm so excited.
Oh, I like Eurovision.
Which social media platform was originally exclusive to just college students when it first launched in 2004?
Yeah,
Was it MySpace,
Mhm.
Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn?
Facebook.
It was Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep, you get a point.
I just want to say as well, I
Why
didn't
did you not
see
say?
the answer,
Oh.
but where your screen is, if I was to look at you, I could potentially see it.
Well, that's just rude.
So yeah, just
What
want
if
to
I
say
did that?
I can't see it now. Yes, that was, and it was called the Facebook, I believe.
I don't have that information.
Yes. Well, I only know that because I watched The Social Network.
Oh, what,
Yeah.
like recently?
Oh no, quite a while ago.
Okay.
Quite a while ago. But yes, Facebook.
Damn. I thought you were going to say
Oh,
MySpace.
I get to pop myself a point.
Pop yourself a point.
Myself a point.
Pop yourself a point.
I'm going to do the old style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it across.
Yeah, I feel like that would help you out
Yeah.
a lot more than
rather
whatever you
than-
did last time.
Okay,
Yep, go.
you should get this one.
I'm ready.
Which 1980s film features a group of high school students from different cliques stuck in Saturday detention? She's already written the... Oh, are you writing the answers down?
No.
All right,
I'm
okay.
just making a note just in case this is not one of the options and then I know it's not this.
Okay. 16 Candles,
Okay.
The Breakfast Club,
Oh, that's the one I wrote down.
Weird Science, or St. Elmo's Fire.
Well, I'm going to go with Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
is 100% correct. One of the best films of all time.
Hannah gets a point.
Yes, she does indeed.
Woo! Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my next one is, what was the name of the virtual pet toy that was hugely popular among millennials in the late 1990s and early 2000s? Was it A, Gigapet, B, Furby, C. Tamagotchi, or D. Neopet?
Tamagotchi.
It was Tamagotchi.
Yeah, I remember that was such a mad craze.
I never had one. I think I was just a little bit too young to
I think
appreciate.
you did.
I
I'm 100. Right, we need another.
We need a fact checker. But I do feel I definitely had a Furby,
Yeah,
and I had something later on called a Pixel Chick,
yeah.
which was like she was in a little house.
Mm-hmm.
She had an upstairs and downstairs, and you used to flip the screen up and down. But I don't think I ever had a Tamagotchi.
I think you did.
I
Because I can remember
I don't think I
playing
did.
with one myself, and I was way too old to have a Tamagotchi. As in, like,
I
I
don't
was
think I did.
helping someone out.
I don't think I had a Tamagotchi.
Maybe it was someone else.
I don't think I did.
Ah, maybe it was like a niece or a nephew. Then
Or a
may have
sister or
had one.
brother, because they're not that much older than me.
It could have actually
Yeah.
been my brother or sister. Yeah, possibly.
They're more
yeah.
likely to have a Tamagotchi than I would.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
it
a little,
was.
I was a little bit after that.
Maybe
A little too young.
Anthony wouldn't have had one. Maybe Amanda did.
Maybe.
Amanda did.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it could be a girl or boy toy, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, no,
gendered.
Anthony was never kind of
Just
that.
not into that thing.
No.
Fair.
He was more into kind of football and that as a kid. But
You get 2
no.
points.
Oh yeah.
See, I think this is what you're forgetting to do, is put the points on. This might be where you went wrong.
Yeah, it's because it's getting old.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
it's an age thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 3.
We.
This is another film question. They're not all film questions.
Good, because-
yeah, there's a mix. Film, music, and society is what I've kind of gone with. Which Gen X movie character famously said, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it"? Was it A, John Bender from The Breakfast Club? Was it B, Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Mm-hmm.
Was it C, Marty McFly from Back to the Future?
Shit, that's who I was
Or was it D, Kevin McAllister from Home Alone?
It's not something Kevin McAllister would say.
Okay.
He's a small child.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between Ferris Bueller and Marty McFly. I have seen...
Why are you ruling John Bender out?
Because I don't know who he is.
Oh, Judd Nelson's character in The Breakfast Club. Final scene of The Breakfast Club, it's...
No, they say something a bit more poetic than that.
yeah,
I'm sure.
okay.
Ferris Bueller is all about a car stealing thing, and he rides
Oh.
backwards. So that, like, in the fast lane.
That's it.
But it does feel like more of a Back to the Future thing, so I'm going to go with C.
Oh, no.
Aww.
Ferris Bueller.
Bugger!
Because Ferris Bueller, he breaks the fourth wall all the way through that film.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's what he says to the camera.
Yes.
Well, that's the most famous quote from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I'm mad about
And
that.
there you go.
3.
Okay. We have paused.
Yeah, we have paused because I'm just choosing whether to, because that one's really easy.
Okay. Oh, how many questions have you got? I've just done 10.
Yeah, but I've got 8 of each.
So hold the phone. You can't start. I mean, I can't see it because I am pretty blind. But you can't start like adding questions that you think I'm going to get.
I done 16 just in case.
Oh right, okay.
Chill out. I'm just choosing from
There's
them.
some cheating going on
No, there's
here.
not some cheating. What phrase did millennials popularise to express a casual refusal or sarcasm?
Okay.
Was it A, no cap, B, talk to the hand, C, bye Felicia, and D, whatever?
Oh God, because I don't think it's no cap. Because no cap, when we did the slang episode, it's no
This
cap
is like going
more,
back to one of our previous episodes.
Yeah, no cap is more Gen Z or yeah.
You're on your own.
I love the term. I know it's just so. Bye Felicia is just awesome. I love that because it's so bitchy, but it's so
Bye,
funny as well at
Felicia.
the same time. I think it's Bye Felicia.
Ah, you're right.
Yes.
I thought you were going to talk yourself out of that one.
Nah. Bye Felicia.
Yeah.
So bye Felicia.
Bye Felicia.
I think you should get this one.
Oh, I hope so. I'm
This
not
is a
doing too
music
well.
question. This is a music question.
This is where my moment to shine. Oops.
Yep.
Sorry.
Which-
Sorry, audio listeners.
Which alternative rock band reached the groundbreaking album? Sorry. Which alternative rock
What?
band released the groundbreaking album called Nevermind? Was it Pearl Jam?
I don't need. It's Nirvana. I didn't want to be be cocky, but you don't have to read them out.
Yeah.
It's Nirvana, yeah.
The options were Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, or Smashing Pumpkins.
There is no way I would have said anything else. Thank you for that easy question.
Yeah,
for
there you
me.
go.
Yeah.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Okay. Which song by Britney Spears launched her to superstardom in 1998?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you ready for the choices?
I am indeed.
You're toxic, down slipping under.
Nope.
Oops, I did it again.
Nope.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yep.
And I don't know how sometimes goes.
I don't know. Hit me, baby, one more time.
It was Baby
Yeah.
One More Time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Well done. Why am I saying well done to you?
I don't know.
Because I'm the one who got the answer question.
What question
right.
are we on?
Is
Is this 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. This is question 5.
This is question 5. So this is the next one will be the last of your millennial questions, and we're going on to Boomer.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum,
That's where it's probably
bum.
going to go horribly wrong.
Well, I don't know. I thought they were quite easy
yeah.
when I looked at them.
Yep.
Anyway.
I've just realised. No, I have got this right because never mind. No, sorry. I'm just having a thought in my head about the type of questions, whether or not this is the right era. And of course, it is the right era because it's Gen X growing up before your period, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
Sunday
very
morning.
self-deprecating.
Yeah, it really
Sunday
was.
morning.
Yeah. Okay.
You mean it's Thursday, actually?
It's
Father.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. Which cartoon series featured
Ooh.
characters like Lion-O and Mum-Ra? Was it A, Transformers?
No.
Was it B, He-Man? By the power of Grayskull.
Could be.
Was it C, Thundercats? Or was it D, G.I. Joe?
I have no idea.
The clue's kind of in the name.
Oh, funny that.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't sound like Transformers at all. Transformers are like Optimus Prime. Oh, is it Transformers?
No, it's not Transformers. I was just looking at the camera
Bumblebee.
because
Like they're very like, well, Bumblebee's not, but
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're a bit more.
Okay, so
robot-y.
I'm going to help you out because you are tailing a little bit. I'll read it again. I'll read it again. Which cartoon series featured characters like Lion-O and Mum-Ra?
Lion-O, like a lion.
Was it Transformers, He-Man, Thundercats, or G.I. Joe?
I'll go Thundercats.
Yes.
Oh.
Lion,
Okay.
Thundercats.
Oh, a lion.
Thunder,
cat.
thunder,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thundercats. Ho!
That was a complete guess.
Yeah. Oh.
I've never heard of. The only one I've heard of is G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Really?
The other two are lost on me.
You've heard of He-Man?
Oh yeah, sorry, I've heard of.
That's
He-Man.
how you have your tea.
Tea, yeah. Obviously, that's the only way I know He-Man.
And Evil Lynn.
So this is your last. What?
Evil Lynn.
Okay. Evil Lynn.
Evil Lynn.
Evelyn.
Skeleton.
Evelyn.
Oh, just as have you seen that thing on? Because you don't really use Facebook, do you? But the thing with Skeletor says, "Until next time."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Until we meet again. Have you seen that? Like
No.
jokey. I can't say them on the podcast because some of them are quite rude. But there's
okay.
he'll say something random and then run away and go, "Until we meet again."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple.
Got you.
Okay.
Got you. What was the name of the website known for viral flash animations and games that millennials loved? Was it A, BuzzFeed, B, I can't even pronounce that one, A Bum's World? A Bum's World?
E-Bums World.
E-Bum's World.
E-Bums World.
C, Newgrounds, or D, Club Penguin?
Because I think it might be A.
BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed.
It wasn't. It was actually C, Newgrounds. That's your first wrong question, I think.
Is it really? No, I've never heard of that before.
Neither have I. I thought you might.
No, never heard of that.
No.
Never heard of that.
The reason I picked this question was because one of the options was Club Penguin, and I didn't know. I wanted to discuss whether you knew what Club Penguin was.
I know what penguin biscuits are.
Club Penguin was
I like the orange
basically
ones. And the mint ones, actually.
It was essentially a chat room disguised as a penguin game for young people.
Oh, okay.
You go around as a penguin. You've got your own little igloo that you could decorate with however you wanted, and you had Puffles. That was your pet.
This sounds a bit dodgy.
Well, it's not dodgy. It just is what it was.
Yeah, okay.
And they had a chat function on it. So it wasn't a chat room. It had a chat function that you could chat with other penguins.
Oh, okay.
But it was very much like you couldn't swear on it. It would just bleep it out for you. Like it
Right.
would just star it or whatever. But yeah, you could play like little mini games on there, or you could get coins and make your house, or you could go like snow tubing and stuff like that. Penguin related
Stuff.
games
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, very cool.
Pingu.
Yeah, but
Pingu.
penguins.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where my gamer tag come from.
Oh, there you go. What's your game?
My gamer tag now is Hanshiro, but
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
back then it was Cute Bertie.
It was, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's my nickname for you is Bert. Call you Bert.
I don't think Mum would allow you to say that. That's
Well,
her
that's
nickname.
her nickname, but I
Yeah,
kind of
that you've adopted.
I've adopted it.
Stolen.
Yeah. So what my gamer tag is?
Something Wales.
It is Wales related.
Mammal.
No.
I actually don't know.
No, Ahab's obsession.
Oh, of course it is Ahab's obsession.
Yeah, because
Of course
of
it is.
Moby Dick.
Yes. of
Ahab's
course.
obsession.
Yeah.
So, which
It's a very clever gamer tag. Like
What,
it's a little
mine?
too clever.
It's-
Most people are like suck my you know, aren't they? Well, they are, aren't they? They're like very like rude and stupid. Like,
well, I was when I was that was gonna be one of the first names I thought about for the band.
yeah,
Was Ahab's obsession because again,
Yeah.
but then Mammal Not Fish is much more Scar kind of.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like
makes
real
much
big
more
fish.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like real. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I'm only on 3. You're on 4, I think.
I've actually not written down the last 2 that I got.
I'm pretty certain you've got all of them right bar 1, so you've
Yeah.
got 4.
I'm absolutely shit at this. I've amended.
See, this is why I think the points went wrong. I
This
can't
is-
trust you.
This is
I should
why.
have done your points for you.
This is why when we have a quiz, we need your mum in the room.
Well,
We need Sharon
I
here.
can keep score.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that I'd have to keep both of our scores.
Oh God.
You're
Oh, no, I've
terrible.
lost my phone. Here we are. Oh, Sunday morning.
We are on
We are on
question 6.
question 6.
Yeah.
So, which artist? Another music question.
Woohoo!
Which artist released the song "Like a Virgin" in 1984?
I know this one without the thingies.
Was
but
it
You can say that.
A. Cyndi Lauper.
Nope.
B. Janet Jackson.
Nope.
Was it C. Madonna?
It was
Or was it D. Whitney Houston?
Madonna.
Madonna is the correct
Like a
answer.
virgin, just for the very first time.
Have you seen Reservoir Dogs?
No.
Okay, there's a
Quentin Tarantino, right?
Quentin Tarantino. So Tarantino films are very heavy dialogue based,
We.
and there is an excellent monologue about the song "Like a Virgin" by Steve Buscemi's character.
Oh, I love Steve Buscemi.
That monologue
What a lad.
is brilliant. I mean, it's so well written, and Steve Buscemi delivers it so well. It's really good. I mean, Quentin Tarantino films are worth watching just for the dialogue, if you ask me. The action's amazing, storyline's brilliant, but the dialogue is just top notch. Absolutely brilliant. Sorry, slight aside there.
No worries.
Yep.
We're going pre-Davey now.
Oh,
We're
here we
going
go.
boomer questions.
These are the ones I'm a little bit worried about.
So this is 1946 to 1964.
Jesus.
Okay. So, which band is often referred to as the Fab Four?
Oh, I know this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it the Rolling Stones? Is it the Beach Boys? Is it the Beatles? Or is it the Who?
It's the Beatles.
It is the Beatles. I
It
didn't
is the
know they
Beatles.
were referred to as the Fab Four.
They were. Yeah.
Well, I do now.
Yeah. Although it did actually take me quite a while to realise the way that the Beatles is actually spelled, as in beat of a drum,
Yeah, not Beetle as in scuttly little
scuttly little things.
creatures,
Yeah.
which is quite a clever band name.
Yeah, it is. It was just one of those things where I think I was just listening to them one day and it was like,
clicked.
oh, hang on a minute.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Love the Beatles.
do you?
Love them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
favourite Beatles track?
Oh, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
What a random choice.
Yeah. Maxwell Silverhammer's
Why?
quite cool as well.
That is such a... Why Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
Because just the lyric.
Lucy in the
because-
Sky with
Okay, so this goes back to what we were saying about
Yesteryear.
the inner monologue, where we have an inner monologue, but we don't. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
see things visually.
Mhm.
That is why, in the start of the song, is "Picture Yourself." Yeah.
Picture yourself. I can't remember how the
So
song goes.
immediately, I do start that. So I find the song "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" such a visual song. That's why, because I can, see those images, but they're so weird. It's just awesome. That's why I love it.
They were pretty high, right?
Well, Lucy in the sky, Lucy in the
Right.
sky, S with diamonds, LSD.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Never really thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my
Naughty
favorite.
Beatles.
Yeah, that's my favorite Beatles song. But although Maxwell Silverhammer came down upon his head, bomb bomb bomb. Maxwell Silverhammer came down and made sure he was dead. Something.
I
Like
quite like I Am the Walrus. That's quite a funny
great
one.
song.
I
Yeah.
think my favourite one is either Drive My Car or Come Together.
Yeah. Norwegian Wood's quite a cool song as well.
Norwegian Wood's good.
Because
yeah.
that's a waltz.
Norwegian Wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like come together right now over me. I think it's because I just like singing it.
Here Comes the Sun is quite a nice one as well.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
written by oh my god,
Comes
George
the
Michael, George Harrison.
And I say it's alright.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
Go on then.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I want another point, please.
You want another point? Hopefully you'll get this one.
Wait, I didn't give myself a point for Madonna.
So, what was the name of the TV series that followed a guy called Zach Morris?
Zach Mooneyham.
Was it Boy Meets World? Was it Saved by the Bell? Was it Beverly Hills 90210? Or was it My So-Called Life?
I'm going to go with the first one.
Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It was Saved by the Bell.
I've never seen it.
You've never... Oh, we will have to remedy this. Saved by the Bell is awesome. It's awesome.
Oh. I knew I'd fail at this.
Mm-hmm.
What major global event did boomers grow up with that had frequent duck and cover drills in schools? Was it A, World War II, B, the Korean War, C, the Cold War, or D, the Vietnam War?
Well, duck and cover in schools was the Cold War.
It was.
Yeah, could we? That's more of a Gen X question.
Well, it says boomers.
Yeah, because
I don't know. How can I verify any of these?
Yeah,
questions?
that's true. Yeah,
So
because that's
don't
what kind
at
of
me, bro.
That's what kind of threw me. I was like, well, that was me. We had those.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Blame the quiz generator.
I am sorry about this question.
Oh God.
I am sorry about this question because this was something I thought about. What things happened in the 80s that weren't really obvious, but from a society point of view, but that made the news?
Go hither.
And there was an incident in 1985,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a confrontation between the police and New Age travellers near Stonehenge. And it ended up with a major news story about police brutality.
Right.
And it actually, if I remember rightly, it changed the way police dealt with large-scale confrontations
Okay.
because of this incident.
What am I?
So
naming?
I'm asking, what is the name of the confrontation? What was it called?
Oh, okay.
In the news.
Like colloquially named. Okay.
Yeah, what was it named?
Oh, can I have some choices?
You can indeed. Was it the Stonehenge convoy clash?
Never heard of that.
Was it the Battle of the Beanfield? Was it skirmish at the Soy Meadow? Or was it riot in the Crop Hollow?
All of them sound ridiculous.
One of them is true.
And one of them is true.
One of them is true.
Can I have them again, please?
You can indeed. Stonehenge convoy clash,
No.
Battle of the Beanfield, skirmish at the Soy Meadow, riot in the Crop Hollow. This was the headline.
If it's
It was the
skirmish in the whatever field, I'm gonna flip my lid, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with the bean one.
Battle of the Beanfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was called Battle of the Beanfield.
The skirmish one is funny.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was in
I feel like you
1985.
tried to catch me out with the
I did.
Stonehenge one.
Yeah. I remember. I
Don't
do
fall
remember the
for your
news story.
tricks.
Yeah, I remember the news story of that one. That was actually really bad. What happened
Sorry.
was a group of New Age travellers were going to go to a festival at Stonehenge, and they camped up, and the police went in and basically beat them up. It was actually really, it was really, really bad. But a lot of them, the New Age travellers after that, they then went to Glastonbury, and that is part of the reason why Glastonbury is so big today.
Oh.
Because they went to Glastonbury Festival. So of course, them going to that actually put Glastonbury Festival on the map as well, which is part of the reason why Glastonbury is so big.
I see.
Yeah, a
That's
lot to do
cool.
with that incident. Yeah,
I
yes,
understand.
it's called Battle of the Beanfield.
Battle of the Beanfield.
And the Levellers even wrote a song about it, called Battle of the Beanfield.
Makes sense. Maybe
Indeed.
that's why I've heard of it.
Possibly.
Because it's a song as
Yeah,
well.
because it's song. Yeah.
Your next movie question is: which 1950s television show featured a Leave It to Beaver style family dynamic?
Go on.
Was it A. Happy Days,
Yeah.
B. The Brady Bunch, C. Leave It to Beaver, or D. I Love Lucy?
Leave It to Beaver?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Leave It
That
to
was
Beaver.
a stupid question.
Indeed.
I didn't even understand it.
Yeah. So I've got 5 now, right? A 6.
I feel like you've got 6.
Yeah, because...
You've only got 1 wrong. How is this so difficult for you? This is question number 7, right?
Yeah, I've
Right.
got 1 more.
Wait, no, it's question number 8, isn't it?
We're terrible. We need a quiz master.
Hang on.
There's no doubt.
No, what question are we on? You've got the question list because...
Because you... So 1,
I'm
2,
swapping
3,
and swapping.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm about to say question 9.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
this is question 9.
This is question
makes
9.
a lot more sense.
We've got 2 more. We really need a quiz master.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
terrible. A silent quizmaster because we don't even have another mic.
I know. I'll buy one.
Okay.
What environmental disaster in 1986 raised global awareness about nuclear safety? Was it
okay.
A, Fukushima? Was it B, 3 Mile Island? Was it C, Chernobyl?
Yeah, likely. Not likely.
Yes.
How did you stop?
Yeah. You stop. Sorry, you're saying it was Chernobyl?
I haven't even heard your 4th one yet.
Sorry.
You are terrible. I'm just making comments.
Was it canal catastrophe?
I'm going to go with Chernobyl just because you tried to stop me and I
Oh,
feel like
right,
that was a
okay, yeah,
giveaway.
yeah.
Was it Chernobyl?
It was Chernobyl.
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you were saying yes, it's that one. All right.
No, sorry. Oh
Okay.
no, why is my pen... Okay, it's fine. Okay.
We are so bad at this.
I feel like I know the answer to these questions, so I know you definitely will.
Yeah.
Which US president famously said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country"? Was it A.
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon B. Johnson,
Yeah.
B. Nixon,
Yeah.
C. Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
D. Reagan?
JFK.
It was JFK.
Did you say Reagan?
Reagan?
Reagan.
Is it Reagan? Sorry.
Reagan.
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 It was Reagan.
Sorry.
It was Reagan.
No, you said it was Kennedy, so you get a point.
But so yes, yeah, it was Kennedy.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's how you pronounce it.
So that was question 9. So this is the last question, right?
This is the last question.
Scores on the doors?
Scores on the doors. I've got 7.
You definitely have 8. Did you get 2 wrong?
I must have done.
We're so shit at this. I know you're winning. So it doesn't matter, I can't catch up. You've won. Let's just do the last freaking question. I've had enough of you.
It's gone horribly wrong.
What's the last
Okay.
question?
The last question. What 1980s UK TV show used puppets to
Ooh.
for satire? I can't say the word. For satire, with regarding politicians and celebrities. Was it A, Have I Got News for You? Was it B, The Young Ones? C, Spitting Image? Or D, Not the 9 o'clock News?
Oh.
So puppets. So the whole thing was just puppets.
Spitting Image would be funny because if the puppets look like the politicians, that would be
Yeah.
quite a cool name for that. But I feel like the last one as well could be plausible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's either C or D. I'm going to go with C.
C is correct.
Yay!
Spitting Image. Have you never seen Spitting Image? You've never heard of it?
No.
See, this is what gets me, is like some of the things that I obviously grew up with that you've never experienced and never seen. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's nuts to think that, Spitting Image was such a well, basically everybody watched Spitting Image, and it brought politics to a ridiculous level which made everybody laugh, and there's nothing like that anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to have,
Yes. So my final
failed
question.
you. That was your final question.
So I've actually won, haven't I?
You
can,
have, but you can have your final question.
Yes. Okay.
Which popular dance craze of the 1960s involved twisting your hips? Was it A, the hustle, B, the Macarena, C, the twist, or D, the moonwalk?
It was the twist.
It was the twist. I knew the answer to the more boomer questions than I knew of your bloody Gen X ones. Mine were too easy.
Mine were quite hard, I must admit.
Why did you do that to me? You just wanted to win.
I did. No, I didn't. No. I was just thinking. But the thing is, everyone who's my age will have got all of those questions right.
Okay.
You
hope.
Yeah, would have got all of those questions right.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our really mashed up together, really badly appointed quiz questions for each other where we weren't really keeping score, but we know that Davey won somehow, even though he neglected to keep score. I think you only got one wrong. Honestly, I think you got 9 out of 10. Okay, yeah, there you go, 9 out of 10. I'm pretty certain I kept score very well, and I got 7, which I don't think is that bad.
No. You did very well.
Yeah, I thought I got more wrong than that. It felt like I had more wrong than that.
Yeah.
Maybe I gave myself some extra points.
But maybe we do need to invest in another microphone. And maybe we do need, the next quiz we do, we need your mum here.
Yeah, I don't want to think about how the setup's going to be for that with old Banner here.
Yeah.
We'll have to think about that one.
Yeah. We could
well-
hang her. From the sort of like Mission Impossible style, like Tom Cruise. She could come down from the ceiling and just hover above.
You know she'd be all over that.
Yeah, I know
she
she
wouldn't
would.
mind that.
She'd love that, exactly.
Doo-doo-doo.
Or if not your mum, because your mum's out paddleboarding today.
Yeah.
I think Mitchell will be up for it.
No. He's golfing. He doesn't want to be on the podcast. It's fine. Stop.
I keep prodding.
Stop prodding him.
I keep prodding.
Stop prodding him. He won't want to do it. He won't want to do it.
We are going to call him one day though when he's on the golf course. I'm going to do that.
No.
Genuinely am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the phone set up.
If you call him whilst he's on the golf course, knowing that you're here with me, he'll probably think, shit, she's died.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Because there's no way you would normally call him unless there was a problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
You scared the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode of Bonus Dad Bonus Daughter, we have more put together. No, wow, that was good English. This is going so well, guys. Oh my god. We're normally better than this. What is happening to us? Do you know what? Just before this episode, by the way, I put my contact lens in the wrong way, and then I panicked because I couldn't get it out to turn it and put it in the right way. And all the way through this episode, I've been conscious of the fact that I keep going like this because normally I have my hair up. It's not been a good recording. I've got hair in front of my eyes the entire time, and I'm going like this, trying to get it out of the way. But anyway, if you did enjoy this episode, please, please listen to our other ones because it's so much better than this. And hi YouTubers as well. Hello audio listeners and visual listeners. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time. Cue the outro before I say anything weirder. Ooh, funky.
Thanks for joining us on Bonus Dad, Bonus Daughter. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials and share the podcast with someone who'd love it. We are available on all streaming platforms. See you next time. Bye-bye.